What's up, guys? Y'all know who this is. It's your boy. Let me get connected here. Better yet, let me hook up big boy. Give me a second, guys. All right. So I see I only got one person in here. If you can hear me, let me know. Because I'm not sure if this thing is connected. I think it is. But if you can... Okay, cool. All right, so this is something someone asked me about a couple of days ago. And I was kind of confused about what they was talking about. And they finally made it clear what it was that they were asking about. And this one is, if I'm pronouncing it right, Zegna or Zegna Uomo. And I'm pretty sure you know what this is when you see the bottle. I actually purchased this one from TJ Maxx. And I was just curious as to what this was about when I saw it. Usually when I purchase stuff like this, it's either because TJ Maxx or Ross or wherever I'm at, they always are out of good stuff, or they have stuff and it's just too highly priced, in my opinion, for a discount store. So I purchased this one, and I think, I'm not for certain, but I think the price tag was, and my phone want to act retarded. Online, they have it for $25. It's $24.98 for 3.4. 1.7 is $14.27. I think I paid about 15 or 20 bucks for this, if I'm not mistaken, at TJ Maxx. But I did watch a few reviews on it, and it seemed like it was okay. Something that I would like. I purchased it, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I first bought this and sprayed it, I didn't like it. I was kind of disappointed in it, and as you can see, I've had this probably about, I want to say about a little over a year, and you see how much juice I done used out of this. That's hardly anything. I think I used it once, and I didn't use it again, but I revisited it not too long ago. Just, sometimes I just go to my collection and I pick up stuff that I haven't worn in a while, and I might spray a little bit, smell it. This thing is amazing. I didn't give it enough credit. I've watched some more reviews, and actually, I just watched Joy Amin on my ride home from work and listened to him give his top 15 summertime fragrances. And this actually was in his list. And it gave me the notion that, I don't remember exactly who the person was who was asking about this. I'm sorry if I don't remember, but it gave me the notion to go ahead and put this video out. So here it is, Zegna Uomo. So I don't have the box, of course. I never really keep boxes. Right now, the ones on my dresser are almost all in boxes because I don't have another shelf. But this is the bottle presentation, and I kind of like this bottle. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty tall bottle. I'm not gonna. This is 100 ml, 3.4 ounce. So yeah, It looks kind of bigger than 100 ml, but that's what it is. 100 ml bottle. I don't know if you can hear that. It has like little grooves or lines along the sides and well, the front and the back, not on the sides. It's actually on the top also. It's a glass bottle, but it's a plastic top. It does snap into place. It will hold, but I never recommend it because you never know what'll happen. Just says Uomo here at the bottom. Has a sticker with information on the bottom, and that's about it. It says whatever that first name is, Zegna. I ain't even finna try to pronounce that, but if you can see it, that's what it is. Atomizer. This thing actually smells really, really nice. Let me get me a piece of this. My tester strips, as I like to call them. It's pretty good. This is a great spring and summertime fragrance. It's bright, citrusy, kind of aquatic. And I'm trying to trick y'all right now because as I'm smelling this, I'm actually glancing over at my phone. So if it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, I'm just reading off my screen right here. But it is very, very nice. I like this. Yeah. You rarely, ever will catch me holding a fragrance by the top. I'm sorry that happened to you, homie. And I've heard a lot of good things about Abercrombie and Fitch, or Fitch, however you say it. I want to look into some of those fragrances. The ones I've seen online are kind of pricey. And I think I seen a store when I was in Savannah, but I'm not sure if it was a clothing store or do they sell fragrances in the clothing store also. If you know, let me know, because I'll go back to that store and see what kind of fragrances they have. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so they do sell fragrances in their store, so I'm gonna have to go back and check them out too. But this thing is really, really nice, guys. I wasn't impressed when I first bought it, but you know how sometimes when you buy a fragrance or you test a fragrance, we usually guess colognes. I have one guess cologne, and hold on. This is the only guess cologne that I have. It's okay. It's not groundbreaking or nothing like that. I think I wore this maybe once. My top didn't want to work there for a second. It smells nice. It's just not long lasting enough for me. But this one is very nice. You know what? Now that you just said that, I just called myself a liar. Caught myself in a lie. Because I have this one also. I'm sorry about that, homie. I have this one. I seen the blue one, and this thing is dusty. I seen the blue one. I think they sell it for like $10 or $15, and I've seen it at Ross and TJ Maxx, and I just never purchased it. But I may need to because you just brought it up. I like this one. I bought this one. I liked it a lot. But as you can see, I've never worn it. I just bought it and it sits on my shelf and collects dust. But this one, I need to get back to this one. So let me get through with this, because whoever the guy was who asked about this one, I want to give him this because I am a man of my word and I try to keep my word. When you guys comment and leave suggestions and ask questions and stuff like that, I want to try to be as consistent as possible and get you guys what you asked for. So this is it. So I didn't like this one at first, but as I kept seeing reviews and people talk about it, and now that summer and spring rolling back around, people are breaking out those freshies, and this is one of those freshies. And I actually, if I don't wear something new tomorrow, I may just wear this one. Let me give you some notes. So this was released in 2013, and it says it is a woody aromatic men's cologne with citrus, woody, ozonic, green, aquatic, and aromatic main accords. Best for spring and summer day wear. This fragrance has moderate longevity and silage. It blends fragrance notes of bergamot, violet leaves, citruses, vetiver, and cedar. This scent was signed by perfumer Alberto Morales. That's pretty much all they have as far as notes. So as you can see, this thing is great for spring and summer. As I said, it's a freshie. Does have some woody accords to it, a little bit of wood, which is the cedar in it, but I mostly get the green. I get the citrus and the aquatic. I like it. I can't remember the longevity on this, how many hours, or the projection how many hours, but when I wear this again, I'll let you know, on my skin rather, because what works for me might not work for you. What lasts for me might not last for you, and vice versa. So I think this is a pretty solid fragrance for a cheapie. I actually am glad I have this, and the way this bottle looks, I'm going to have this forever. I may even be able to pass this on to my son, and he might be able to pass it on to his son if he ever has any kids. So anyway, sorry it took me so long to get this video out. I know me and this guy talked about this, and he got I hope he didn't get frustrated with me, because I actually thought he was talking about Ferragamo Uomo is what I thought he was talking about, and he wasn't talking about that one. I think he was talking about this one, because these are, I believe, the only two Uomos I have. Besides Moschino or Moschino Uomo, I have that one. Yeah, our TJ Maxx, man, it's suspect right now. Our TJ Maxx and Ross, and I can throw Bells in there too, is suspect right now, man. After Christmas, they don't have anything. Like, it's the same old Guess, Michael Jordan, Adidas, some other crap that I've never heard of. I look up the notes on it, and I can't find anything on some of them fragrances. I just don't want to waste my time or my money on some of those fragrances. Most of the time, I buy fragrances, I do strike out if I can't find notes on certain things. But for the most part, mostly everything I have is pretty decent. While I got a few people on here, let me give y'all a quick tour of my collection. Those of you who haven't seen it, and y'all have to excuse my dresser, because as you can see, it's ridiculous. Those are all my fragrances except for what's on my shelf over there. But this section right here is mostly all that cheap ass shit that y'all done seen me talk about. I was trying to find something like Blue de Chanel, and I started buying these cheapies from like City Trends for like $5 to $10. Some of them do smell like Blue de Chanel, but they just like 30 minutes or 30 seconds later. Um, they don't last at all. This one actually smells pretty good. It's actually a ghetto copy of Invictus. As you can see, it smells real good. It kind of smells like Invictus too, but it just doesn't last long. Um, but I do have a real Invictus, so don't sit there and judge me, guys. Don't. I know y'all probably sitting over there laughing at me right now, like this clown with this. But let me show you, so you won't think I'm shitting you guys. This is Invictus Intense, the real deal. Paco Rabanne. It's kind of hard to see, but this is the real deal. So I do have the real one. I want the original Invictus, but a coworker of mine has it, and I don't want to wear the same fragrance that he wears. So I just stuck with the Intense. I do want to get the Aqua version, but it's kind of pricey right now, so I am going to get it. This one actually is a bootleg copy of CH Men. They tried. As you can see, Skin for Men. Fire and Tonic, I actually didn't go with that one. It smells good, but let me show you the one I did go with. And this is a nice aquatic fragrance. If you find this one, Cedar and Salt Sport. It's in the same kind of bottle as the Fire and Tonic. This thing is amazing. It's a great aquatic. It kind of puts me in the mind frame of stuff like Bulgari, Aquamarine. As you all know, this is a classic Nautica Voyage. I have Set Sail Martinique, which is another great one. And I have St. Bart's, which is another great one. So all of those are nice fragrances, man. What else do I got? What a joke. Adventure. This is supposed to be inspired by Creed, and this shit smells nothing like. I've never smelled Aventus, but I'm pretty sure it don't smell like this. This is the bottle they tried. Kind of looks like a bottle, but it smells nothing like pineapple. It just smells cheap as fuck, and I only paid like $4 or $5 for this crap. And I'm actually trying to get rid of these fragrances. I'm trying to give them away, but another laughing stock. This is supposed to be a bootleg version of Jean-Paul Gaultier, and this is Jean-Pierre J-Man. Yeah, car swag all the way, dog. I feel you. This is one that came from the Dollar Tree that smells like Blue de Chanel, and it didn't last long. It lasted probably 30 minutes or an hour, and that was trash. A good friend of mine gave me this one for my birthday. This is CEO, and if you don't know what CEO is supposed to stand for, Boss, CEO, Hugo Boss. It's supposed to be a clone of a Boss fragrance. This actually smells good, and it actually lasted a pretty decent amount of time on my skin. So I'm not knocking this one, even though it is a cheapie. Don't buy this one. This is Penthouse Influential. It sucks to the highest of suckstivity, as Beavis and Butthead would say. Yeah, it was cheap. Me personally, I didn't like it. It just doesn't. It it don't smell like anything to my nose. To me, it sucks. Um, I bought Maximum for $25. That was a waste of fucking money. Um, it's not strong enough for me. It's too light. Doesn't last long at all. I wish I could get my $25 back. Um, these were surprisingly good. David Beckham Signature and Instinct. I love both of these. I haven't worn them yet, but that was a great gift set. I spent $12 on this. Let's see. As you already know, as you can see right here, I have some scented oils. I rarely wear those because I started getting into colognes. I have the Paco Rabanne. This is one that my friend bought the other night that it's been eluding me for so long. I smelled this one time before and fell in love with it, and every time I tried to get it at a decent price, it always sold. So my friend bought it, and she actually paid like 60 something dollars for this. So I appreciate that. Now I finally have it in my collection. Beautiful fragrance if you don't have it. This one is superb. This is a good out of the shower type scent. Spring and summer. Very, very nice. Very fresh. I like that. It's a Dunhill. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's a Dunhill fragrance. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what this is. One of the most beautiful fragrances I have in my collection. And I picked this up by mistake. I was actually buying L'Homme, and I picked that one up instead. This is a great freshie. Mercedes-Benz Club. I was surprised by that one. Insurrection is another great one. Kind of powdery, but it's good. Wings for Men was surprising. That was a cheapie. That thing smells amazing. I was looking for this one for so long. $50. A friend of mine bought this for me for my birthday. Or was it Valentine's Day? I think Valentine's Day. So, great fragrance. Glad I have it. Another good one. Perry Ellis came in. I did a review for that. I'm pretty sure most of y'all saw that. I was kind of disappointed at the performance in that one. This one, if you see this at TJ Maxx, get it. That's all I'm going to say. Black is Black Select. Nothing else I'm going to say about it. Coach for Men, another great one. Surprisingly, 3 a.m. by Sean John, another good one. Nice, fresh. I bought this one from Ulta. No, I bought it from the mall. I'm sorry. This is Givenchy or Givenchy, however you want to say it. This is pie. Very gourmandish. Oh, shit. Memphis. If you ain't never heard of Memphis, this is a good one. This has rum and plum. That thing smells good, man. I know I did a review on it, and somebody said they didn't like it, but to my nose, it smells great. This is another one that was surprising to me. Sex Appeal for Men by Jovan Musk. I like that. I ain't even going to talk about this one. Y'all already know what that is. That's that guy. Now, these next three are from Imperial. If you don't know nothing about these fragrances, you need to get your noses on these three. These are some monster fragrances. Number 4 and Number one, I wore this one to a hotel where my friend works. And I walked in and her two co-workers were talking about me, saying how good I smelled. And number four was the first one I purchased. I ain't even gonna tell you nothing else about that. If you haven't seen my review on it, you better go watch it. Surprisingly, Aqua Essenziale Blue by Salvatore Ferragamo. Another good one. I'm pretty sure y'all know about Tres Nuit. I got buku compliments when I wore this. The rest of these are also Armoff, great. Voyage Brown, Derby Clubhouse Gold, another good one. Aura is good. Seville is pretty good. It's not the best. I got into Perry Ellis Noir. I have white. I have 360 black. I have Reserve. This one, I think I did a review on it. If I haven't, I'm going to get it to you. This is Albertash Concepts number 1. This thing here. This thing right here, it runs you about online about $400 or $500. I got it for $100, and the dude actually was selling it for $150, but he liked me so much because I buy a lot of fragrances from him. He gave me a nice discount. This shit right here, if y'all don't know nothing about it, you need to get this too. And let me show y'all the bottle. I think I did a presentation on it, but I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like. This is one of the Middle Eastern type fragrances. Beautiful. Very good compliment getter. From Banana Republic, I really don't too much fuck with them because I smelled, what was it? Oud Mosaic and Black Walnut, and I couldn't stand them two fragrances, but I like this Neroli Woods. This is a good one. That's a pretty good one. Dog shit. This thing lasted about 20 minutes on my skin, and I couldn't even smell it no more. And this is one of the best smelling fragrances that I have smelled in a long time. It has pineapple and all kinds of stuff in it. It took me by surprise. I spent $30 on this shit for it to last about 20 minutes. This one is another one that eluded me for a long time, and I'm glad I finally found it at Ross. I think I spent like $15 or $20 for it. Tahitian Waters. Beautiful fragrance. I know y'all know about these two. By Jacques Bogart. This is Silver Scent Pure and Silver Scent Deep. Both of those are great. Not really a big Lacoste man, but when I smelled this one for the first time, I fell in love, man. This thing is beautiful. I spent $40 for this at Ross. This is not a banger, but I like it. It's okay. It's a grown man scent. This is Lalique Pour-Homme. It's my man. Halloween Man Shot. And the next two are from Rayanne Tradition. This is Insurrection Wild and Insurrection Dark. Both of these are good. This one I passed on for years, and I finally picked it up, and it smells pretty damn good. Joy Amin talked me into this one. Sung Home. I finally bought it. It wasn't but like $9 or $10. And it's a soapy. My bad, guys. This is a soapy type scent. Very potent, very strong. So you do not want to go more than a few sprays of that. Another classic. Cool Water. This is the wrong one, though. I bought the mild deodorant. So I need to get rid of this one and get the real deal. This is Boss Bottle, another great one. I have two more Banana Republics, in which they're okay. Slate and Cordovan. Slate and Cordovan. They're okay. Nothing to brag about. What else y'all want to see? Let's start down here at the bottom. So I got Ferragamo F Black, which is another one that eluded me for a long time. I have Uomo. I have Jay-Z Gold. This is an oldie but goodie. My cousin used to wear this back when I was in middle school. Bottle looks different, but this is Black Suede by Avon. Smells good. Old school. I have, oh shit, I didn't even snap the top down. Ventana by Armoff, which is a clone of Dior Sauvage. And y'all already know what this is. This that monster. Club de Nuit Intense, man. I have Usher, Polo. I have Issey Miyagi. Eternity Intense. This shit right here. Bora Bora. The first time I wore this to work, I thought I was gonna get molested. That shit smelled like candy, and it must got some kind of pheromone or something in it. I don't know what the fuck. Women was going crazy when I had that shit on. Prada Luna Rossa Sport. I bought that from Ross, $40. CK Shock is a nice fragrance. A shocker to me, no pun intended. As you can see, I have Mont Blanc here. I have a line of Mont Blanc. I have Individual, Star Walker, Presence, Legend, Paco Rabanne, Dolce & Gabbana. I have my Chrome stuff here. Burberry here. My Black is Black line here. Versace there. I have some Penguin fragrances. This is Beast Mode. If you don't have that one. My Aquatic line. I have a lot of Playboy up there. Cuba. Perry Ellis Red. Perry Ellis M. I have my English Laundry line here. You know what this guy is. Pretty sure you know what that is. Yeah, but that's about it, man. That's my collection. So, what did you want to know about Tres Nuit? Tres Nuit is a beast mode fragrance. It is made by Armoff. It is supposed to be a knockoff or clone of Green Irish Tweed by Creed. I don't know what Green Irish Tweed smells like, but they say it also smells like cool water and something else. But I think Tres Nuit is a beautiful fragrance in its own right. I wore this to State Patrol office one time. I actually was showing off one day. I was off. I got dressed up. I put this on. I went and got my license renewed, and I was on my way to my job just to, walk around and show off. And I walked into the State Patrol office, and two beautiful young ladies were at the counter, and they were talking about me and asking what I had on, where was I going, who was I trying to impress. And then their supervisor came from way in the back from her office where the door was closed, and she said she wanted to know who was smelling so good in her lobby. And then I went to work, and people were also going crazy. If that doesn't tell you enough about this fragrance, it's a pretty good cheapie. I think it's between 15 and 20 some odd dollars, but it's kind of hard to catch it at times on Fragrance X or any of those websites because it sells out fast. I think I bought this one from our local mall because we have one of those Middle Eastern type guys in the store now that sells fragrances, and I bought this from him. This thing is amazing, man. If you don't have it, you need to get it. It smells real, real good. Trust me. You can't go wrong with Tres Nuit. Very nice. So that's pretty much yeah, you need this one in your life, homie. Trust me. If you don't buy anything else that I showed you that you may not know of in my collection, you got to get this one. Tres Nuit, what it looks like in the box. And I got this thing wrong. If you don't have this one, this is what it looks like now. And I'm not, when Armoff started popping, the first one I ever purchased was Club de Nuit Intense Man, which is another great fragrance. Um, I ended up falling in love with Armoff, especially when Ventana, and then I got Derby Clubhouse Gold, and then I bought the rest of the ones I just showed you. Armoff makes some pretty good clones. Um, Not everything they make is good though, and most of the time they're kind of redundant. If they make Tres Nuit, then they'll turn around and make something else in a different bottle, but it's the same juice from Tres Nuit. Um, so that's kind of lame, but anyway, people got to make money some kind of way. Um, but if y'all got any questions about any other fragrance, this one is surprising to me too. 212 VIP men. This is a private party NYC. I bought this one the other day from TJ Maxx, and it was on sale. And this thing smells amazing. So if you don't have that one, pick that one up too. And this was actually a blind buy. I mean, I did look the notes up on it, but it was really a blind buy. And when I busted open on that review I did a couple days ago, you can see my review. I was surprised. So anyway, this turned out to be a pretty long video, guys, and I need to call my friend back because she did call and I didn't answer. So I'm going to hit you guys up tomorrow and let you know what I'm wearing. Y'all have a great night.